Over the past few months, every major memory chip maker has warned of a supply glut in the sector and tumbling prices. Demand for memory chips has declined worldwide as firms work through record-level stockpiles of chips and supply chain disruptions. It has also been made worse by soaring inflation, rising interest rates, and a gloomy economic outlook that have led consumers and businesses to tighten spending. Plus, a return to the office has put a damper on purchases. Companies have been slashing capital spending and chip output to cope. Taiwanese chipmaker TSMC earlier cut its annual investment budget by at least 10% for this year. South Korea's SK Hynix slashed investment for next year by 50%. Micron says it's reducing chip production by about 20%, but analysts say the semiconductor industry may be close to a bottom. And for more insight, let's bring in Mr. Sanjay Mehrotra, CEO of Micron Technology. Sanjay, very good to have you with us this morning. So Micron is the first major chip maker to sound an alarm about falling demand for PCs and smartphones in the face of inflation as well as slower growth. So how does shrinking demand affect Micron's business outlook?
First of all, Henry, good morning to you and your viewers. Glad to be here. With respect to Micron's business and the memory industry in particular, as you noted, the industry has been impacted by matters related to COVID lockdowns in China, Russia-Ukraine war, high inflation across various geographies on the globe, and of course the macroeconomic uncertainties. All of these have impacted the demand environment. In addition, during the period of the COVID, customers built high levels of inventory given the semiconductor supply chain shortages that they experienced. So the main driver of the downturn in the memory industry right now is that our customers are adjusting inventories to toward more normalized level. And this is reducing the demand to the suppliers and resulting in demand and supply imbalance, which is also affecting the pricing environment in the industry. However, what's important to understand is that from a long-term perspective, the key enablers for the trends today are AI, connectivity, smart cities, smart homes, and of course, autonomous. All of these require more and more data insights. So long-term trends are intact. Near-term, there is certainly a demand and supply imbalance, and that's where Micron has taken decisive actions in terms of managing its capex as well as managing its supply growth in an effort to bring demand and supply for our business in balance. Our industry goes through the cycles, and through the cycles, what's important is that the demand for memory and storage continues to increase across cycle. So we are currently in a downturn, but Micron is well positioned to emerge stronger through this downturn. On the other side of this downturn, given our technology leadership, product momentum, as well as manufacturing excellence and strong balance sheet.
Well, you've mentioned the whole tech sector is now going through a down cycle at the moment. So how will the evolving situation affect jobs at Micron?
Well, we have a hiring freeze in place. And what's important is that we have taken the actions related to supply growth, because that's one of the most important aspects that impacts our business.
And also Micron announced a capital spending cut in order to reduce production costs. But more market analysts started to read it as a sign that the memory chip industry is entering a bottom. So what do you make of that?
Well, what I would tell you is that important thing is that we are taking actions to bring demand and supply in balance. Customer inventories are high, and it typically takes a couple of quarters for customer inventories to get normalized. Of course, the macroeconomic factors will play a role in the rate and pace at which those inventories get adjusted. In the meantime, the supplier inventories in the memory industry are high as well, and that requires action in terms of capex cuts as well as supply growth, and Micron has taken steps, as you noted earlier, with respect to underutilization as well. So as the inventories at our customers and then with the suppliers get restored toward the normal levels, then the industry trajectory of demand growth as well as healthier profitability will resume.
And also, what roles can Singapore play as the U.S. works to secure its semiconductor supply chain?
I'm really glad, Henry, that you're asking about Singapore here, because I'm here because we employ 10,000 team members here in Singapore. This is the center of our NAND manufacturing. We have more than 90% of our NAND produced here. The team here is phenomenal. They have helped us lead the industry with world's most advanced NAND technologies. And today, we are leading the world with 232-layer NAND that the team here has developed in collaboration with our global teams, and this is where it's going into production here. So Singapore is an important part of Micron's overall global business. This is the center of our NAND manufacturing, and the manufacturing here is absolutely world-class, recognized by World Economic Forum as Smart Manufacturing Lighthouse, the first semiconductor fab to get that recognition in the world. And of course, recently, World Economic Forum also recognized Singapore Fab as for a sustainability lighthouse. So we have a total vertical integration in play here: R&D, fab manufacturing, assembly and test operations, and really a strong engagement with the community as well. So Singapore continues to be a strong contributor to the opportunities that are ahead for Micron, driven by the trends of AI, 5G, connectivity, autonomous, that all require more and more data to drive deeper insights, to really unleash new business models, drive greater efficiency in the businesses, as well as really new experiences for consumers worldwide through a variety of smart devices that users today use.
All right, Sanjay, thank you so much indeed for your insights. Sanjay Mehrotra, CEO of Micron Technology.